They say survival is about mindset, not gear. But let's be honest, when it hits the fan, you'd better be holding something that actually works. Forget flashy marketing and overhyped price tags. Today, we're digging deep into 8 survival rifles, some dirt cheap, some legendary, and breaking down which ones actually earn a place in your bug-out bag or camp pack. Because when it's you versus the wild, or you versus the unknown, the rifle you choose might be the only voice you've got left in the conversation. But what survival really means? Before we dive in, let's be clear. When we say survival, we mean the real deal. Living off-grid in the wild, dropping game to put food on your table, defending your home when there's no one else to call, or vanishing completely when the world goes sideways. Every rifle we're talking about today is built for one of these missions. Let's get to it. Number 8. Kel-Tec Sub2000 Gen 3. First up, the Kel-Tec Sub2000 Gen 3. This is a pistol caliber carbine, chambered in 9mm or 5.7 by 2.8mm, and it's a dream for anyone who values portability. It folds in half to just over 16 inches, making it a perfect fit for a bug-out bag or backpack for camp life. It weighs about 4.3 pounds unloaded, runs a 16.15-inch barrel, and uses a blowback action. The Gen 3's big upgrade? A rotating forend, so you can keep a red dot optic mounted and still fold it without losing zero. It's compatible with Glock 17 or Glock 19 mags in 9mm, which is huge since those are everywhere and dirt cheap. This rifle shines in urban bug-out scenarios or for minimalist campers who need something light and concealable. Pair it with a Glock pistol and you've got a shared mag system that simplifies your loadout. I've taken it on multi-day hikes and it tucks away so well you barely notice it's there. The 9mm gives you decent stopping power for self-defense, but don't expect to hunt big game. Think small game or varmints at best. Downside? The trigger's about 5 pounds and feels a bit mushy. No factory sights, so you'll need to budget for an optic. And racking the bolt takes muscle, thanks to the heavy recoil spring. Price-wise, the Sub2000 Gen 3 retails around $500 new, but I've seen used ones closer to $400 to $450 in good shape. It's not a do-everything rifle, but for a lightweight packable option for self-defense or quick deployment scenarios, it's hard to beat. Number 7. Savage Model 64F. Next, the Savage Model 64F, a 22LR semi-auto that's been a staple for small game hunters forever. This rifle's got a 21-inch barrel, weighs about 5 pounds, and uses a 10-round detachable mag. Though you can get aftermarket 25-rounders, it's a blowback-operated design with a simple, no-frills setup. You get basic iron sights, and the Picatinny rail on top makes it easy to throw on a scope for precision shooting. The 64F is your go-to for camp life and meat hunting, especially for small game like rabbits, squirrels, or birds. A 22LR is quiet, ammo is dirt cheap, about 5 to 10 cents per round in 2025. And you can carry hundreds of rounds without breaking your back. I've used it to stockpile protein in the backcountry, and it's dead reliable. It's not a self-defense gun, unless you're fending off raccoons, and it's not built for long-range precision. Think 50 to 75 yards max for consistent hits. Downside? The plastic stock feels a little flimsy, and the trigger's heavy, around 7 pounds. Also, it's not a takedown rifle, so it's less packable than something like the Sub2000. New, you're looking at around $200 to $250, with used ones dipping to $150 or even $140 if you're lucky. For a budget-friendly small game getter, it's a solid pick for any camper or homesteader. Number 6. Savage 301. Now let's talk about the Savage 301, a single-shot, break-action shotgun, available in 20-gauge or 12-gauge with a 26-inch barrel. It weighs about 6 pounds and comes with a modified choke, though you can swap it out for others. This is a bare-bones, no-nonsense scattergun built for hunting. You can run birdshot for small game, buckshot for self-defense, or slugs for bigger animals like deer or hogs. The 301 is a meat hunter's dream for off-grid life. Its ammo versatility makes it ideal for putting food on the table, whether you're after turkey, pheasant, or even a whitetail with slugs. I've used it in dense brush, where a quick shot is all you get, and it's never let me down. It's also stupid simple to maintain. No complex action to worry about in a survival scenario. Downside? It's single shot, so you better make your first shot count. And the recoil with 12-gauge slugs? No joke. It's also not as packable as some rifles in this list. You can pick up a new 301 for around $180 to $220, with used ones as low as $120 to $150. For a survivalist who needs a do-it-all hunting tool on a budget, this shotgun's a workhorse, but it's not ideal for rapid-fire defense like the Sub2000 or an AR-15. Number 5. Ruger PC Carbine. Moving on, the Ruger PC Carbine, another 9mm pistol caliber carbine, but this one's got a takedown feature that sets it apart. It breaks down into 2 pieces for easy storage, weighs 7 pounds, and sports a 16.12-inch threaded barrel. It's a semi-auto with blowback action, and it accepts Ruger SR9 or Security 9 mags with an interchangeable magwell for Glock mags. Comes with adjustable ghost ring sights and a Picatinny rail for optics. This rifle is fantastic for camp defense and light hunting. The takedown feature makes it a great bug-out option. You can stash it in a small pack and reassemble it in seconds. I've run it with a red dot for quick target acquisition, and its attack driver at 50 yards. Compared to the Sub2000, it's heavier but feels sturdier. The trigger's crisper too, at about 4.5 pounds. It's not a big game gun, but it'll handle coyotes or small game with the right ammo. Downside? The weight. It's not as feather light as the Kel-Tec, and the takedown mechanism can loosen up if you're not careful. New, the PC Carbine runs around $600 to $700, with used ones going for $450 to $550. It's pricier than the Sub2000, but offers more versatility for camp life and self-defense. If you already own a Ruger pistol, it's a no-brainer for a shared mag setup. Number 4. Winchester Wildcat. The Winchester Wildcat is another 22 LR semi-auto, but it's got some slick features for survivalists. It's got a 16.5-inch barrel, weighs just 4 pounds, and uses a 10-round rotary mag, though 15 and 20-round aftermarket options are out there. The takedown system lets you remove the barrel with a single button, super packable. It's got a polymer stock, an integral Picatinny rail, and ghost ring sights. This is a minimalist camper's dream for small game hunting. It's lighter than the Savage 64F and breaks down smaller, fits easily into a backpack. I've carried it on long treks, and the low weight plus cheap 22 LR ammo makes it a no-brainer for harvesting small game. It's not a defensive weapon, and the trigger's a bit spongy at around 6 pounds, but it's reliable and accurate for 50-yard shots. The plastic construction feels less durable than the Savage, so don't abuse it. You'll find new Wildcats for around $250 to $300, with used ones going for $180 to $220. It's a great pick for ultra-light small game survival kits. Number 3. American Tactical Omni Hybrid MAXX HGA. Let's shift gears to the ATI Omni Hybrid MAXX HGA, a lightweight AR-15 variant chambered in 5.56 NATO or 300 blackout. It's got a 16-inch barrel, weighs about 6.5 pounds, and takes standard 30-round AR mags. The lower receiver is polymer to keep the weight down, but the upper's aluminum. You've got a Picatinny rail for optics and M-lock slots for mounting accessories. It runs semi-auto with a direct impingement gas system, just like a classic AR. This rifle is a beast for bug-out scenarios and camp defense. The 5.56 is great for self-defense and can drop medium game like deer or hogs with the right shot placement. The 300 blackout version, perfect for suppressed hunting or close quarters defense. I've run it in both calibers, and it's rock solid reliable with a decent 5-pound trigger. It's not a takedown rifle, so it's less packable than the Ruger PC Carbine, but you're trading that for more firepower, which serious preppers will appreciate. The polymer lower can feel a bit cheap next to a full metal AR, and it's not quite as lightweight as the Sub2000. Still, it's a hard-hitting, reliable platform that gets the job done. Brand new, expect to pay between $600 and $750. Used, you'll find them around $450 to $600, depending on condition. Number 2, the AR-15 platform. You already know what this is. 16-inch barrel, chambered in 5.56 NATO, weighing between 6.5 to 7 pounds. It uses 30-round mags, runs on either direct impingement or a piston-driven system, and gives you Picatinny rails, M-lock slots, and endless customization. This is the ultimate bug-out rifle when the world goes sideways. It's got the firepower to handle multiple threats, and with the right load, it can drop anything from coyotes to elk. I've run ARs in desert heat, freezing rain, and backwoods mud, and they just keep going. Accurate, reliable, fast. The downside? It's heavier than most survival rifles. Ammo costs more than $22, and it's not packable like a takedown carbine. Plus, this platform demands training. You need reps to run it well under pressure. A good new AR in 2025 will cost you $800 to $1,200, while used ones land between $600 and $900, depending on build quality. For long-term survival and defense, it's hard to beat, but if you're just hunting squirrels, the Savage 64F or Winchester Wildcat make a lot more sense. Number 1. Marlin 1895. Finally, we've got the Marlin 1895, a lever-action rifle in 45-70 government with a 22-inch barrel and a 4+1 tubular magazine. Weighs about 7 pounds with a classic walnut stock and iron sights, though it's drilled and tapped for a scope. This is a big-bore thumper built for serious meat hunters and bear country campers. The 1895 is your go-to for big game. Think deer, elk, even grizzly. I've hauled it into Alaska's backcountry, and it hits like a freight train, with enough power to stop anything in North America. It's not packable, and the recoil is stout, especially with heavy loads. Ammo's pricey, about $1.50 to $2 a round, and that 4-round capacity limits follow-up shots. Compared to the Savage 301, it's less versatile, but way more powerful. New, you're looking at $600 to $800. Used ones run $450 to $600. A must-have for off-grid hunters in big game country, but overkill for minimalist campers. Alright, let's wrap this up. Every one of these rifles has its place in a survivalist's arsenal, but they're not a one-size-fits-all deal. For the minimalist camper, the Winchester Wildcat's your pick. Light, packable, perfect for small game. Serious preppers building a bug-out kit lean toward the Kel-Tec Sub2000 Gen 3 for its portability and shared Glock mags, or the AR-15 for maximum firepower. Meat-on-the-table hunters will love the Savage 301's versatility or the Marlin 1895's raw stopping power for big game. If the world falls apart tomorrow, the AR-15 or Ruger PC Carbine will give you the edge for defense, while the Savage 64F or Wildcat will keep you fed with small game. No single rifle does it all, but these 8 cover every survival niche you might face. Pick the one that fits your world, train hard, and stay ready. Thanks for watching, folks. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.